Story of Sophie about her horrible date in London in 2023. Sophie eagerly prepared for her date in London, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. It had been a while since she and her boyfriend, James, had planned a romantic evening together. Little did she know that this date would turn out to be one of her worst experiences ever. Sophie carefully chose her outfit, opting for a stylish dress that complemented her natural beauty. As she added the finishing touches to her makeup, she couldn't help but feel a growing anticipation. The clock struck 7 p.m., the agreed-upon meeting time, and Sophie headed out the door, hoping for a perfect evening. She arrived at the upscale restaurant where they had planned to dine, eagerly searching for James among the bustling crowd. However, minutes turned into half an hour, and there was still no sign of him. Sophie glanced at her phone, hoping for a message or a call from him explaining the delay, but there was nothing. Feeling increasingly frustrated, Sophie decided to give James a call. As the phone rang, she could hear the noise of the busy city streets around her. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, James answered, his voice casual and devoid of any apology. "Hey. Sorry I'm late. Got caught up with some work. Be there soon," he said nonchalantly. Sophie's frustration grew, but she decided to give him the benefit of the doubt. After all, they had been together for a while, and she believed in giving people second chances. She reluctantly agreed to wait a little longer, hoping that the night would still turn out well. Another half an hour passed, and Sophie's patience wore thin. James finally arrived, a sheepish smile on his face as if his tardiness was of no consequence. He made no effort to explain himself or apologize for keeping Sophie waiting. Trying to keep her disappointment in check, Sophie mustered a smile and greeted James. They were finally seated at a table, but the awkward silence between them was deafening. Sophie tried to engage in conversation, asking about his day and his work, but James seemed disinterested and distracted. Throughout the evening, James barely paid any attention to Sophie. He continuously checked his phone, replying to messages and scrolling through social media, as if she was nothing more than a mere background presence. The sense of annoyance and hurt started to consume Sophie, overshadowing any semblance of enjoyment she had hoped for. As the night wore on, Sophie found herself contemplating the direction of their relationship. She couldn't understand how James could be so dismissive and disrespectful, not only by arriving late but also by showing no remorse or interest in her company. Feeling overwhelmed, Sophie excused herself from the table, struggling to hold back her tears. She realized that this date was not just about an annoying and late boyfriend. It was a clear reflection of a deeper,